So a quick tutorial on how to use PHPStorm to make edits to the website. Basically, we're going to go through the setup process on how to set up PHPStorm so that it connects to your hosting space, so that you can upload, download files from it, make updates to the files, and upload them. When you click Save, Ctrl+S, save functionality, it will upload the updated file to the server. So that's what we're going to cover today. You want to go to your hosting account, first of all. In our case, we're using Plesk, but you can use whatever hosting provider you're using. By the way, if you are looking for good hosting services, we do offer those. And Plesk is so great to work with it. It's just it's like a dream. A cPanel is nothing compared to Plesk. Plesk is like the best. So we have a client's website called sky.webbaker.com. It's being developed right now. So we will open up PHPStorm. I already have a few projects here, so I'm just going to close out of the projects that we currently have. And then you can do that by going here, close project. So while we're working on this one, I'm not an expert in PHPStorm by far stretch. I do web development in terms of managing the business. We have developers that I manage, but I know a little bit about programming. So this video will help those who are just starting out with PHPStorm, and maybe you are a business administrator just like I am, business owner, and you need to see what your people are doing. So this is how you can get access to the files. So inside the hosting account, what you want to find is FTP. Click on the FTP account, and we want to create another FTP account. So there's a couple of tricks, really important stuff that you really need to know. Otherwise, it will be a nightmare journey to set this up. We'll cover that in the next 5 minutes. So FTP account name, you want to give it whatever FTP account name you want. To keep things organized, what I do is I will do like this, sky.webbaker. I don't want to add periods into there, sky.webbaker FTP, something like this. So one of the tricks, you know how we had the subdomain sky.webbaker.com, right? You don't want to have FTP sky as the username, because that might interfere with your subscription. So make it unique, but don't make it too complicated. Now, we are working in the WordPress environment, so if you're using something else, it's going to be different, but many people are using WordPress. So if you're using WordPress, you want to go to HTTP docs. The root directory for the public files might be different in your case, but for WordPress, you want to go then to WordPress content, themes, and you need to find whichever active theme that you're using. 20, this one, 5, 4, 3, 2. These ones are WordPress default themes. We don't care about them unless you're using them. In our case, we have a custom theme that we've scripted UA0, so I'm going to choose this folder. And I'm just going to generate a password. Now, I'm not going to show and copy it yet. I'm just going to keep this like this, right here. Now I'm going to go to the website. I'm going to grab the domain name. And I'm going to go to PHPStorm, and then we're going to create a new project. So, new project. We want to save it to the right location. So in our case, I have desktop development folder, new folder. So this project will be right here, sky.webbaker.com. Going to select this folder, and then I'm going to create. It's going to be blank page right now, which is what we want to see. And there is no files in here, which is good. So the only file that it will create right now is an IDE file. Let's open it up. Yep. So this is the IDE file folder, is something that connects to PHPStorm. That's what PHPStorm generates. So if you see this file folder, don't worry about it. Don't delete it because it holds information on your project configurations. Right. So our goal is to connect to FTP and set up a workspace. Retrieve the files from the server. So we're going to click on the hamburger icon here, and then we're going to click on Settings. Alright, so we're really close to configuring it. Build execution deployment. That's the place that you want to be. And then we're going to click on deployment. Then we're going to click this plus sign, and we're going to click FTP. Alright, so server name, you can name it whatever you want, but we're just going to give it. It's not the username, it's just whatever name you want to have. I just commonly use the domain name. Alright, so we have FTP. Now, for the host, you can just paste the actual domain name here, but what really creates a lot of frustration and a lot of failures is that if your domain name is running through a proxy, if you're using services like Cloudflare, there's other services that create proxy for your domain name. Basically, they will hide your real IP address. And then whenever FTP is trying to access your website through a domain name, it will give you an error. It will not be able to get access. So you really need to make sure you know what is the IP address of your hosting account and or of your server. You can try like this. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, then the fallback is to use an IP address. I'm actually going to use an IP address straight away. And I know that I know it's going to work in my case without an IP address, simply because I unproxied on this domain name. But just for demonstration, we're going to use an IP address. The username, now we're going to go back to our account. I'm going to copy the username and and the password. I'm going to put this on pause. Okay, I've copied the password. I clicked show, I copied the password, I clicked hide, and we're going to paste it here. Now we're going to test connection. Do you see it's not working? It's not working because we haven't saved it, right? We need to click OK. Happens to me very often. Now it should work. Yay, we're connected. Excellent. So make sure you save the FTP account inside your hosting and then test it. Otherwise, it's not going to connect. Now, really, really important, save password. You need to make sure that this one is clicked. Otherwise, every time that you're going to relaunch the project, you have to re-enter the password. It's going to be a pain. I'm going to click apply. So we're not done yet. There's a couple really important steps that we also need to take. Mappings. In the mapping, we're going to select deployment path. It's going to upload the folder, the remote folder from our server, and when we're just going to select the top one. So it's the root folder. I'm going to click OK, and we're going to apply. This mappings was like real pain when I was trying to figure out why it's not working. So it's kind of hidden there. All right, awesome. We are going to now click on the deployment arrow going down. Going to click on options, and then inside options, we're going to click upload changed files automatically to the default server. on explicit save action. That's what I like to do. I like to program, and then I like to upload once I finish the section of programming. And I'm going to apply this one as well. I'm going to click OK. Okay, excellent. So we have the we have it connected, but we don't see any files. We want to download the files to our local machine. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to click on the hamburger menu, and then we're going to go to Tools, Deployment, Browse Remote Host. There we go. And then what I like to do is I like to move the remote host over to the left hand side. Come on, there we go. Kind of have to play around with positioning to position it properly. And then we're going to move the files from the remote host to our local machine. So I'm just going to select the root folder, and I'm going to go to Options. And I always mess this one up. Where is the download? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so you would click on the root one, and then you would right click on it, and then you want to have download from here. So we're downloading the files from the server to our local machine, and it is off. And it's working. There we go. See, it's fast. That's what I like about PHPStorm. It's fast. Alright, excellent. So we have the files here downloaded, and now we are pretty much ready to work with it. Let's say we want to work with homepage. You'll be able to see that we have the script here, and then one of the requested changes that we have from the client is to remove this button. I'm going to click Inspect. So the button class is VA custom. So what's really good about PHPStorm, you can just easily move around between different files. My styles, I think it's here. VA custom, VA style, VA style. There we go. So we can just set display none. So this kind of goes. We're pretty much done with the tutorial. We have connected, configured, and it's working. So we're just doing a little bit of testing right now to see how the thing is running, to make sure that it's working. See that we were able to upload and remove the buttons. And we're just going to go through steps to remove whatever other items or change things that client has requested. So a quick tip, thanks for watching to the very end, hopefully it was helpful. And I'm going to share with you a few quick cool tips about working with PHPStorm that will help you. So you know how we have one project right now? If you click on the projects here, you can actually see multiple projects, other websites that we're working with at the same time. And let's say you want to open up another one, a different project. You can just click on it, and then it will ask you, do you want to open it in this window or a separate window? So if you click this window, it will actually overwrite, it will close your other project, and it will open a new one here. And then you can kind of go back to the one that you worked with in the new window, or you can open it in a separate window. So let's say we take this one, new window, it will open up in a separate window. So you have two projects. I have multiple screens, so we can work on one project on one screen and on the other project in a different screen. Why is this really useful? Because if you're using a templated system for built-in websites, which is what we're doing, we have a specific template system that we've created. We have our base template that we want to cross-reference the scripts with. So that makes it really useful. Alright, so that was the tip. Hopefully it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're interested in us building a website for you, we'll be more than happy to work with you on that one. and build out a really nice website. We're not expensive by a far stretch, and we work fairly quickly. You can find more information about our company on our website, webmaker.com. Also, if you are a web developer and you're looking for a different way to build websites that is faster, higher quality, and quality is really important, websites that are very small in amount of code that they have and that are very easy to maintain, and basically something that will help you build your business. We do have some products that we offer to select few developers that we work with. So let me know if you're interested. I can send you a bit more information about the templated system that we're using, that we've developed. It took us many years to develop it, but now it allows us to build websites really fast. Thanks, we'll see you in the next video.